What's up, fight fans? This is Kirkville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and had to do a live, man. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. I know you guys know the news, heard the news by now. Them boy Torre. Fury is clearly scared. Don Fogg, her top rank just confirmed that it's false. False news. Oh. Yes. Please tell me it's false news. Where did it come from? Via Mike. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Because if that's the case, if that is the case, peoples, we have to redefine our time. Because I was down, dude. I was down and out. Let's hit that like button. Let's hit that like button for real news. Let's hit that like button. In bloom. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, them boy Torre. Let's see. I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't seen anything update yet. So I don't know. I don't know. Outbreak. They Bruce Leroy, the real McCoy. They say it's from Tyson Fury's camp that you know it's been postponed. So what do you want? What do you want from me? I mean, I just heard it was fake news. I haven't seen it. It was fake news. In fact, it was ESPN that put the COVID-19 outbreak. So that's ESPN. So I mean, until I hear that it's fake, we can't take it as fake, right? I mean, like Fury just did he just did an interview with Davis. He just did an interview with Davis. So I don't understand it. So if I hear it's fake, hold on a second. Let me call. Let me make some calls. Hold on a second. Because I have to make sure that this isn't what I hope it ain't. Right? Hey bro, talk to me. Is this real news or fake news? Somebody talk to Fury's team. Please. All right. You had to reach out to some sources because look, I have to know what's what. I don't like telling people something that I read, but I mean everybody else has read it. You know what I mean? I've read it. ESPN has posted it. So that's ESPN though. Let's check Fox. Deontay Wilder with Showtime. All right, let's see. Deontay Wilder. I mean, where did you get that from? Okay, so reports. All right, just an hour ago. But like, where did you see that at? Dan, where do you see that at? Like, what's it is? His name is Tyson Scary. Okay, news. Where? Where's the source? Where? What news are you looking at? Because I just clearly looked it up. Fake news. Okay. Sky Sports. Tyson Fury. And for you guys across, understand, I'm like 6 hours behind you, so we just heard it. So I don't know. I mean, where you at, Wilder? Well, I mean, you can't say it's blue blood because shit, I seen the same thing as him. I seen the same. I seen the same thing. Hold on, let me see. Okay, well, I just got back to my source, so I'm gonna find out from the gift horse. I'm not gonna wait for sources. You know what I mean? No, it can't be blue blood. I read it. ESPN clearly states. Let me show you guys. This is not something that no one's making up. Look, COVID-19, ESPN. All right, that's ESPN. So let's see. Hold on, hold on. I just gotta. Regarding the Fury Wilder 3 statement from True Boxing on the status of the fight, we continue to monitor the health status of Tyson and his team, and the status of the event has not changed the date. Counterpunch. So let's stop. Everybody stop. Let's chill. Demboy. Torre. Tranquilo, por favor. Yeah, so that's what it is. So before it blew up, let's bring it down. So, fake news. Matter of fact, let me do this because I have to change the title of this entirely because I don't like fake news. I don't like false news. Somebody jumped the gun and somebody else wanted to have some fun. Bars. Wilder got injured riding Malik Scott like a horse. Oh, God. Cap news. I blame Blue Blood. Had it on ESPN. So, wait, I have to change this title real quick because this is what we're going to talk about. All right, we're going to talk about how things can change in an instant. That's it. You know, I appreciate it. Katarina Alves. Yeah, you want one? Just holler at me. Okay, cool. Here we go. Yeah, let me change this here. How did you get the gear, man? Nah, it's I got some people that make it for me. So it's a nice little price though, because I think the shirt's 55 and the logo, so it's like 65. So no, Jedi, it's fake news. We just found out. Dan Raphael, okay? So Dan Raphael has verified that hey, it is fake. The event has not changed the date. Okay, so let me do this real quick and then we'll talk about it because I must address the BS. Bars. Oh man, I'm glad because I'm thinking like, oh, okay. Hold on, let me see. So even Pep Talk UK just announced that it was postponed. So, um, but I mean, who's heard that though? You know what I mean? But look how many look how fast people were going to jump on fear like that wasn't going to happen, like it wasn't going to happen. Okay, according to the Daily Mail newspaper in UK, it's postponed. Kenny, so people that saying it's blue blood, it's not. Pep Talk UK just reported the same thing. Okay, so we're getting this information from valid sources. It ain't someone making it up. This ain't the case. So let me do this here. Been saying that shit forever. Let's see. All right. Okay. Now, T-Town blast occurred. All these losers saying fear scared. When it's being reported, someone in his camp has COVID, not him. Well, here's the deal. Like I said when it first broke, if they do have COVID, that means they have to isolate them, and because that doesn't mean just because they're in their camp, that means that Fury got exposed to it or Javon got exposed to it, because those are the two main people that do not need to be exposed. Okay, that's the deal breaker. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, that would be the story to break, but at the same time, the narrative to make is Tyson Fury's scared, Tyson Fury's shook, Tyson Fury's not ready, Tyson Fury's on HGH, Tyson Fury's just trying to filter out, Tyson Fury cheated for drugs the second fight. That's what I'm hearing. That's the inboxes that I was getting. Bit, 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 bit. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute, wait a minute. If he cheated in his gloves or did he take drugs? Bars. Kurt, you think Fury Wilder did not get forced to take a BS back? I don't. Look. No. I don't think so. You know what I mean? I think that's honestly, this is what I think about the vaccine. I think the vaccine is personal. I think if you took the vaccine, that's your business. If you didn't take the vaccine, that's your business. I think at the end of the day, I think that when you ask athletes to take something experimental, I think they have the right to tell you no, and I don't think they have the right to offer that or to force that on you. You know, so it is what it is. Fury is shook because Otto Vilene was caught peeing in his hotel. Fury in his corner are vaxxed after Bob Arum. Bob Arum's double vaccinated. I know that much. He is double vaccinated. I'm like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Craig. Appreciate you. Okay, so let's go here. And because we're doing all this on the fly, because this went from the talk of that, because we had to talk about it, to boom. All right. Now we're good. So everybody else can be informed. You know, with 300 people on the chat, let's get those likes up. Let's start showing some love. Let's start showing some love. Everybody drop a dove. Bars for real news. I mean, news that you can use, not the type of news that you want to hear just because you want to fit a narrative. Okay, because that's what people were so on they had a hard on to do. Oh, Tyson Fury. If they would have let this go another hour or two, do you know how many videos would have been made? Wilder was vaccinated during his autopsy. Yeah, I hear you. Not ready for him beating. Not ready for the beating. Waiting for him. He will still get the flu. CV is the renamed flu. In case y'all didn't know. Jay House, I'm not going to argue with you on that because I haven't seen the flu and nobody talk about the flu, and the flu kills people every year, but it ain't killed nobody last year, and I haven't heard of many cases this year. Just saying. Fury is scared, Kurt, and you know now that he did the same with Klitschko, and he didn't give Klitschko his revenge. You forgot that already. I didn't forget that. Just Powell. I know that he got out of that Klitschko fight, but what does the Klitschko fight have to do with this? I've been anticipating for the fight. It said it's going to be postponed. Jerry, it's not. It's fake news. It's going to still happen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let me refresh. Let me go somewhere. Let me go here real quick and see if my title hasn't refreshed, because I'm afraid it's still saying the same thing to you guys. So what I'll do, I'm going to let me get on my phone. Let me go here to another channel. Okay, so all right, so yeah, fake news, but wait, hold on. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's still there, but it says fake news. So I changed the title. The title's been changed, so everything is now the way it's supposed to be. And I'm glad nobody started tripping, because I have people coming out, going out to Vegas for me. getting footage, getting interviews while I do it live remotely. And this is like, yo, what's the deal? It makes you think you got to backtrack everything because you don't want to start spending money that you don't need to spend because this is, a lot of things have to happen. We need to know these type of things because if we don't, we have to know if the fight's going to happen or not. Top Rank saying it's not postponed. It's not. Simon H, it's not. It's fake news. Kurt, you need help. Fury is a ducker. Robert Brown, did you just hear what I said? Don't hear what I said. Dan Raphael said it's still happening. And it didn't make sense to me because at the end of the day, they still had a interview with Tyson Fury. You think he just done that today, like an hour ago, a couple hours ago. These leaders of the so-called free world made it look like it's the Black Plague or the Spanish flu, however, to out that perspective. 1 out of 3 of the global pop would have been wiped out, 3 billion people. Hey, I'm with you. It's not what people think. Good job, Kurt. At least we can count on you for true news. Kenny Fallen, appreciate you. It's fake news. Resume, fake news, fake everything. I know, right? JR Facts. Yeah. It ain't as bad as people think. Come on, let's get those likes up. Let's show some love. Let's drop a dove. Everybody drop 20 pounds. Ow. Let's get it. Let's see it. For Tyson Fury, for everybody that thought Tyson Fury was running or was scared, was the reason this fight was going to be postponed. It's crazy how things jump to that perspective. Blue blood needs to stop lying. Hey, it's not blue blood. I'm trying to tell you guys, every Pep Talk UK just posted their video about the postponement. You can't blame it on blue blood. He just seen what he seen. He was just the first to do it. So yeah, he's gonna catch the jacket. You know what I mean? And I guess I was second because I haven't heard anybody else. I mean, I don't really look at a lot of different channels, so I don't know. But definitely, Pep Talk UK just dropped it. Okay, now maybe mind games, but if it was mind games, they would let it postpone for about 5 hours. This has been the biggest ever wealth transfer in the history of mankind. Working class people lost 3.7 trillion and billionaires gained 3.9 million. Wow. BBC saying there is an outbreak of COVID in Fury's camp. Fury being monitored but fight still on. Okay, fight still on, but guess what? It's not postponed, is it? Kurt, you're on top of it. Much respect. Appreciate your smooth will. Kind of punch to you. Let's get those likes up. We got over 300 people in here. Let's get the likes up to 300. Drop some dough. Send some love. Hulk smash. Kind of punch to you. Fake news for Wilder. Still scared. Now Wilder's scared. Fury's scared. Wilder's scared. Hey, they're both scared. How about that? Have you ever spoke to Kugan Cassius? I have, Dan. I have not. I didn't run into him in Vegas when I was out there. Arlette Constable. Hey, Kurt, is it fake? Confused. Arlette, it is still on. Okay. People call COVID, but the fight has not been postponed. It's fake news. Okay. So the postponement is fake. Okay. I just want people to know the postponement itself is fake. So for all the 363 people in here right now, listen to what I'm saying. The people are supposed to call COVID on the side of corner. I think what happened, someone jumped the gun and said, hey, it'll be postponed because it's the side of Fury. Because it's the side of Fury, people just assumed that, hey, you know what? This is happening. This is happening right now. This fight's going to be postponed. Oh, we have that other fight in August and Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence. We can't do it then. So guess what we got to do? We got to do it in September. So that's what they did. They jumped the gun. That's all it is. Okay? That's all it is. I've beaten you twice. Now I'm scared of you. Right. Right, JH. You jumped the quick, Kurt. Stop the fake news, man. It ain't the fake news, dude. ESPN is not an unreliable source. I just reported the news. I just reported what the news said. So you can't blame me. That's why I'm here now, giving you the up-to-date news. How is Wilder scared when he's been trying to get this fight Fury is the one who doesn't want the fight because he can't cheat no more. Kyle Brown, he ain't got nowhere to go. Okay? So let's stop. Okay? But I do agree with you on that. Yeah, Wilder wanted this fight, so he can't be scared of the fight. You know, he might be afraid of the outcome, but I know what he is contemplating doing. Big up Kurt, one of the best channels in the boxing world. David, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. ESPN don't know everything. So they don't, obviously. They really surprised me today. I'm thinking that these guys were, on top of it because of what they know, because someone has told them, like, yo, it's postponed. Let people know. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Loki Zemi. Don't shoot the messenger. People act like, hey, there he is. Bow. Didn't you say that? Like, dude, I was told. I reported that. Carl Green, AJ running from Usyk. What the hell has AJ got to do with anything? This is not an AJ day. This is not an AJ trench. This is the trenches. Falsal, Hamed, big up Kurt. Love you exposing people. Absolutely. And that's what you call counterpunching. You don't find it convenient that Teofimo did the same thing. Teofimo didn't do the same thing. Teofimo himself said he had COVID, if he had COVID. Tyson Fury never said he had COVID at all. Let's hit that like button. Let's get those likes up. We almost have 400 people in here. Let's hit that like button. Counterpunch the like button. So when is the new date? Devon, the date has not changed. There is no due date. I know you're just coming on. There is no due date. We have 400 people in here. Counterpunch Boxing, best boxing channel on YouTube by far. Love your unbiased views. Appreciate your brother. Mr. Hamed. Tyson wins in 3 Irish Rover. Counterpunch to you. Kevin, I honestly think Deontay Wilder will pop for COVID or has recovered from it, as the team was not masked up before the press conference videos, but then the day of the press conference, his whole squad masked up. Skrilla 50, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. We appreciate the updates. I appreciate it, guys. So why is Fury lying? We don't know if Fury made that at all. You don't know where the stuff comes from. It's fake news, though. It's fake news on the postponement. I'm not saying that nobody caught COVID on his team, but it has nothing to do with him. Tariq Reed, OG for Philly, salute Kurt. News, smash that like button. COVID-19 never had me scared. Nope, never had me scared either. Sporting Icons just broke that it's postponed. Exactly. See, Bailey, I want people to understand, though. I found I think maybe Blue Bullet was a little bit before me, because when I was already doing mine, it popped up. So I think I was second. Okay. It's reporting of what just been reported, but it's just been reported. So this is updated on top of the update. Does that make sense? Everyone's still saying it's postponed because they haven't got the memo. This is the memo. Paul, this is the memo. Okay. Maybe, and now I'll say this, maybe some people don't want people to get the memo. They don't want it to get real so they can, muster up that narrative that Tyson Fury's running for his life because he's scared, because he's on drugs and he took drugs in the second fight, or he cheated some type of way. And since he can't cheat because Deontay Wilder has that foot on that neck, he can't go nowhere. So you know what? He's out. That's what people are going to say. I got the notification on Twitter that Mike Coppinger said it was postponed. Exactly, Omar, Michael Coppinger, ESPN. Aren't those liable sources? You hear it from Mike Coppinger. Isn't it liable? Yes or no? It's just suspicious when we're all waiting for the fight to be done and dusted with, and then the winner on AJ. Clutch Sports in every site online said it's postponed. Don't worry, pay them no mind. We just got the update. It is false. The date has not been moved. Okay? As of now, the date has not been moved. If Wilder loses, is he done? It depends on how he loses. What? Well, good. Thanks, Kurt. Get RD. Get Reds. Appreciate you. Honestly, don't know. That's why I'm asking. No. Just got the memo. Who said it was fake news? Dan Raphael said it was fake news. Okay. Dan Raphael said it was fake news. All right. Dan Raphael. You know who that is. Used to be with ESPN. Shout out to Junior's house with the super chat with that. Dove. Kurt, appreciate the channel, my man. Keep it up. Appreciate you, Junior's house. Appreciate you. And you're in the house with Counterpunch Boxing News. Does anyone actually care about this fight? It's coming home. That's it. Blaze Dub, it's coming home. So we have to see if it's coming home, right? I just talked to Wilder. Fights on. RJ, Guano. Okay, you just talked to Wilder. Fights on. I can see Wilder. He ain't getting out of this fight. I don't give a shit if he got COVID. I got COVID too, so we can both get it on. To this day, you ain't getting out of this fight. I got the title deed. You can't leave. Not surprised at all. I think Tyson will find a way to chicken out. Chris Adams, he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Postpone never will happen. Look, if this fight gets postponed, it's going to be like, look. If the fight messes around and becomes postponed due to some type of weird like test and something comes back, like that fight ain't gonna happen. That fight ain't gonna happen. Hi, Kurt. How are you? Sorry I haven't seen your videos in a while. Good to see you're live. The UK is gripped with the football. Jonathan Jerome, I know you guys are. England's doing really good, right? So, yeah, I can understand. That's big. AJ is terrified. Okay, there's AJ again. St. Don, Wilder is going down like Raheem Sterling. So, counterpunch is, if this is Wilder, how do you think narrative? The same way. Ray Robb, it would be the same way. It just will be it would be on the different side. If somebody in Wilder's, like let's say Tay Jones tested positive, God forbid, but let's say he tested positive for COVID, right? And then the same thing happened. People would be saying the same stuff. The only difference is the people would be different. It would be the Fury side saying that Wilder's scared. See, I told you he was scared. He crazy. He's mentally unstable, and he knows it. And that's why he didn't say nothing. And the thought of going and seeing Tyson Fury again would mean that's why he got out of the fight. It's all fake. That type of stuff would be said. You know what I mean? So I think that would have been the case. Why would you chicken out of a fight he's won twice before? Facts for sale. That's true. You know, I don't think I don't think that's the case, because Wilder fought for this fight. Fury was so easy to take the fight. Because remember, Fury was supposed to fight Joshua, right, for all these millions of dollars. Then all of a sudden, I'm fighting Wilder. Can't do anything about it. Sorry. See, I'm signing it. He's a big shithouse and the excuse maker. And I'm going to smash him to bits. Boom, boom, smash. Right? That's what happened. Counterpunch the champs. I heard that. Let's hit that like button. Let's get 300 likes. We got over 400 people in there, almost 500 on the chat. Let's get those likes up. Can't bear 2 more months of Wilder and his fans. I can't bear 2 more months of this fight not happening. Let's get it on. Charlie Torre, salute. Still on. It's still on, Charlie. We're in the final, Kurt. All right. Bring it home, baby. David, Forza Italia. Wilder lost by Punchgate by Fury. Not Punchgate. Damn, I never heard that one. Punchgate. Great stuff, Kurt. Brian Petro, appreciate you. Wilder, the big old swinger. He didn't win twice. Oh, Big Ball 23, 4 days. He didn't win twice. Let's see. Why does AJ keep getting mentioned? He'll fight whoever has the belt. Richard, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a very good question. Very good question. So I don't know why. People mention Joshua because I guess that's, I don't know. I mean, he's the only one that hadn't fought them all either. I don't know. But this has nothing to do with him. This has everything to do with letting people know that the fight is still on. The date hasn't changed. Yes, there has been an outbreak, so they're right on that. But it's been on Fury's side, but that doesn't mean Fury's leaving people. Okay? King Mike Hall. What up, Kurt? What's up, King Mike? Just spoke to Wilder. He said, the fuck dong, the fuck blurp racism. So it's fake. Did they confirm it's being fake? Yes. Dan Raphael just reported that it is the fight date is still on. Okay? It's still on. And I'm glad. Because I mean that just messes everything up. It really does. Let's see 510 likes. I know, right? Love your channel and your Irish accent. Sending some love from Ireland. Wow. Pupalo Murphy. Wow, probably related. Man, it's insane. Lance Hood. Hey, Adam L. Stop lying, Kurt. Okay, wait a minute, Adam L. Hold on. Hold on now, because I got to show you guys what I'm talking about. Wait, where you at? Where you at, Luke? Luke Cage. Let's get Wilder versus Kurt DeVille. I heard that Luke Cage. Where are you at? There's Adam. Adam L. There you go. Read that. Read it, people. Okay, it's backwards. I'll read it for you. Regarding hashtag Fury Wilder 3, statement from at True Boxing on the status of the fight. We continue to monitor the health status of Tyson and his team, and the status of the event has not changed date. Okay? Okay. Now it was 36 minutes ago now. Okay? So we're good? We're good? Are we good? Can I hear a yes? Can I hear a yes, please? Mercy Grace, this fight has to get over with. Enough excuses. Counterpunch to you, Mercy. I'm ready. I'm so ready for these guys to get it on. The reckoning has to get on. They have to do it. They have to let it be known because they need to get it on. Just plugging my phone up, people, because it's at like 34%. Let's get those likes up. We have over 500 people in here. Let's get 500 likes. Let's go. Kurt, did you CP the bloody sparring headgear from DW Camp? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Send me something on it. Dude, I'll be forgetting because see, this is what happens. If I do a Wilder video, if you got 88% or 98% of like something positive about Wilder, you say that whatever percentage over, I'm gonna get bombarded with Wildettes, Wilder fans. They're gonna, man, why you always talking about Wilder? Dude, I said he was, he's improving. He's doing a really good job in the camp. Today, I don't give a shit. You need to do more of them instead of all that bullshit you've been. I mean, they counting videos while you talk about Fury less than you talk about Wilder. Because Wilder talks more. But kind of not. Fury does talk a lot. But then Fury, though, like I got in Fury's ass numerous times. Did Blue Blood start the rumor? No, he didn't start the rumor, Eddie. Okay, it was a valid source. The only problem is everything's so new. At first, ESPN said it was postponed. Then Dan Raphael updated us with the new information. Okay. So no, Eddie, no, he didn't. He heard the same thing I did, the same thing I heard, the same thing y'all talk UK heard, the same thing that the sporting icons heard. Okay, so it's not what Blue Blood did. It's he saw it and he was like, "It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one." So that's what he did. He did what he does. And then I counterpunched it. Quan Big Guns. Maybe this time Fury is planning to cheat and needs more time to set up a cheating plan. Quan Big Gun, it's still on. There's no time to do whatever you think he's going to do. The fight's still on. Okay, Quan? It's still on. Bars. Because Wilder, a hoe. Wow. bossy, you a troll. The hell is boss saying? Uh, Fury said he'd never fight Wilder from his own lips. Well, I mean, he did say that. I mean, I did a video about that, but who cares about that? Who cares? So, I just speak the truth. Bossy boss, Kurt, you fake. Bossy boss, you don't even have a fucking face. Counterpunch. So what are you talking about? Fury said he never fight from his own lips. Okay, yeah, you're trolling. You're trolling. Let's see. Yeah. What? Boom. Bye, bitch. Yeah, get him out of here, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to report news. He's saying the same shit over and over again. Debates are one thing, but like, don't come on here trolling and saying the same shit like you're short circuit and shit. You know what I mean? Like you're a cyborg that lost a few screws. You get like Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm blocking you, and you're still gonna watch. This is funny as fuck. Wilder fans heated. Yeah, they mad because, well, here's the thing: people jump the gun, and the thing about Wilder is he needs to understand, like, you can't. I know you have fans, but you have to understand, fans can be fanatical. They can be fanatical. They can be obnoxious. They can be much. And in this case, that's what they are. Now, I know he's feeding onto them because he needs them as the people that support him. That's why he needs that type of support. He needs people that's going to believe whatever the hell he says. But this type of stuff, when people saying Blue Blood is ducking Nesta Gibbs, ooh, counter punch. We'll get back to that. But what's happening is when they heard that, I think a lot of these fans were honestly happy. They weren't mad, they were happy because they like the idea to soothe their mind that Tyson Fury's scared. So the narrative, so as long as the narrative is going and flowing, they don't care how if the fight ever happened. See, look at last year, right? When that fight kept getting postponed because of COVID, right? It gave them, I don't think they really cared if the fight happened or not because it gave them more time to talk more shit. Because if the whole idea is to talk shit and not back it up, they ain't fighting. They're just talking shit. What they're doing, they're saying more things to support what they feel or support the narrative thereof. That's all. You know what I mean? Kurt, do you have any info on who Wilder has as sparring partners for Fury? Oh, I think so. But you know what, Quan? He's been real hush about his sparring. You know what I mean? 6+ Steve-O. You're so hyped for this fight. That's what I'm talking about. Because it might be the last fight these other guys ever have to look at it. I know they squeezed it, they milked it, but they milking the squeezing. Hopefully it's over. So if it really is over, and Wilder gets what he wants to do, man, Tyson Fury be RIP. Or dead, I'm really looking forward to watching Fury make this first title defense ever. That is true. So people can't say that anymore, can they? Red or dead. Good counterpunch. Big Ball 23. 4 days he was legitimately outclassed in the first fight by a Tyson Fury that was clearly not the best potato slice. Well, that means Tyson Fury should go in and finish him off in this fight, now doesn't it? Kurt, please answer my last question, dude. Mark Williams. All right, where you at, Mark? Let's see, Mark Williams. Feed the bear. What's up, other counter punch to you? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing pretty good. Um, okay, hi, Kurt. Great feed. Can't see Deontay coping with 300 pounds leaning all over him. I think he's chicken legged. Legs will buckle. What do you say, Kurt? Mark Williams. I'll say this. Now, I will say this. Just because you have chicken legs don't mean your legs are skinny, don't mean you're just weak. Wilder's problem was it wasn't because his legs were skinny. It was because he wasn't doing the proper exercises to condition himself for that type of fight. So when he did start weighing in on him and laying on him and all that, and putting that weight on him, yeah, it was probably hurting his back. It was definitely hurting his legs, especially he wasn't conditioned enough to deal with that type of fight. Okay. That's what I think. I don't think it has anything to do with you. Just because your legs are skinny don't mean they're weak. That's a stigma and people need to stop. And you're looking at a person that was once skinny as Hades once upon a time. And I had skinny legs, but I'd be damned. I ran track, I played football, I did martial arts. So no, nothing about me that was weak. Okay. So yeah, I must have had skinny legs when I don't have them now. I'm filled in, thank God. But back then I had skinny legs. But when people say, well, I lay my leg on them, it feels like iron. So there you go. You know what I mean? D Hodges, what's up? Counterpunch in the chat with the LDBC. Salute everyone. Counterpunch to you, showing that love from the positive side of LDB to the C. Counterpunch to you, brother. Hope all is good. And if you haven't heard news, you've heard it here first. The news is not true. It's 50-50. The good part is the fight's still on. Okay? The bad part is somebody on Tyson Fury's camp got COVID, or a couple people got caught COVID. So when they say an outbreak, you can't have an outbreak with one person. You know what I'm saying? It had to be a couple people. Maybe it's one of those. Maybe it was his brother. Maybe it was the friend of the friend or whatever. Wilder's headphones were too heavy in the press conference. Say Wilder's legs are concerning. Them things about to snap. Jay Trill. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, like people with skinny legs don't mean they're all weak. Wilder doesn't have chicken legs. He has flamingo. Flamingo legs. Sledgehammer. High counter punch from Niger. Please, what's the update on the fight? Sledgehammer. The fight's still on, okay? They're monitoring Tyson Fury. They're monitoring Javon Sugar Hill because you don't have to deal with Wilder because he didn't really deal with them at that time. So you're just dealing with one side, and that one side, Tyson Fury's fine. As far as we know, Javon Sugar Hill is fine. So that's really all you need. The fighter, the chief second. That's it. That you don't need all that other stuff. You know what I mean? In that case, if we have cuts or whatever, and you know what I mean, a lot of people forget about cuts. Remember, Tyson Fury had 2 bad cuts on the side of his eye in the Otto Valine fight. So if he needs be, he's going to have to do that. But hopefully the cut man is there and available too. I think it might be Stitch Duran, maybe. I'm not sure. But I mean, I would have him there because I would leave nothing up to chance. Because let's say Wilder is using the jab and he catches Fury as he moves to the side, but it grazes him and splits that eye back open. There's a lot of things that could happen in this fight, man. This is boxing, people. This is boxing. Fair point, Kurt. Will counter punch, and absolutely right. That's Mark. Somebody with skinny legs don't mean that they're weak. Skinny person don't mean that you're weak. Malnutrition means that you don't have the proper energy and protein to do certain things. People just got that stigma jacked up. What's going on with Fury having a voluntary defense after Wilder? What the fuck? Why ain't Wilder get his mandatory shot? Why? Yeah, I just did a video on that. But the problem is I did this video before the other video, so I'm going to have to post that video. And I had to counterpunch that too. But it's all a shit show, though, Red or Dead, because at the end of the day, look, Dillian White, and this is the problem, okay? I'm going to talk about this in just a second. Dillian White had the mandatory spot, eventually. But UCAD leaked information, and the information linked to VADA. VADA used that as an opportunity when he'd already passed their series of tests that they required him to take for the WBC interim to be on the WBC. And what they did, they used that as an excuse. Mauricio Suleiman did, yes, he did, to take that opportunity away from Dillian White because he really didn't want him to have it in the first place. And then what he turned around and did, he gave it to Tyson Fury. So when Tyson Fury, right, fought Deontay Wilder, he won. But then White fought Povetkin. And the problem was it was supposed to have been like this. Povetkin supposed to took the mandatory spot. So let's say if Wilder would have beat Tyson Fury, that means the mandatory position would have went to Povetkin. Then we would have saw Povetkin versus Wilder. But none of them won. Povetkin got knocked out because he was recovering from COVID, and Wilder got knocked out by or stopped by Tyson Fury. So then we had Tyson Fury. Then we had Povetkin. But Povetkin, okay, has retired. He never received the opportunity to have what Dillian White had. That's the problem. So if he never received the benefits of beating White, what's the point? And then White lost it forever, and they gave it to Tyson Fury for the second fight. That's all they did. That's all they did. Okay, that's all they did because of that adverse finding. And then when he fought Povetkin, okay. So let me backtrack. Okay, 19 he lost it, and they gave it to Fury. Fury beat Wilder. Okay, then Dillian White was waiting for his turn, right? But then he fought Alexander Povetkin. He fought Alexander Povetkin because of he was waiting to see what Wilder and Fury were going to do because they supposed to fought in July, all right? They supposed to fought in July. So since they fought in July, Dillian White decided, I'm going to fight Povetkin. You know him, Mr. Badass, Mr. Baddest Man on the Hill. I'm going to fight all the top guys. Boom. So what ended up happening was he ended up fighting Povetkin and got knocked out. So when he got knocked out, they didn't give that opportunity to Povetkin. So it was gone forever. That's it. So he never got it back. Even if he beat Povetkin, it was just gone. So they just took it from him, and they didn't explain where did that go. So Povetkin didn't have it. He was just a guy that upset Dillian White in a bubble behind Eddie Hearn's house, right? At the last week of fight camp. Remember that? Little bullet. Wilder cannot take a hard shot. One decent punch and he's out to lunch. Bars. Ooh, nice one. Little bullet. There is some truth to that because if you can remember the right hook that Luis Ortiz gave Deontay Wilder, right? He buckled him and then he commenced whooping that ass and they gave him 30 seconds after that. That was a punch, a right hook. You know, we know Luis Ortiz is a heavy-handed puncher, but what did Deontay Wilder say for a second? What did he say for a second? He said, I told you Luis Ortiz couldn't punch. Well, obviously, he hurt you. You see what I'm saying? So you can't say that just because you claim a person can't punch don't mean he can't hurt you. That's just you with the pride, and you can't put your pride aside. Bars, little bullet, back at you. Jim Brown, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. No, Tony Gray. They were worse than flat earthers, and R2 enriched. Wilder had a dent with egg weight form. ESPN reported that the COVID-19 outbreak in Tyson Fury's camp will delay the trilogy with Deontay Wilder. No, it's fine now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Counterpunch coming with that live on time. There you go. We have to, man. We have to do that live. I'm just glad that you guys can hear me. Man, I apologize about I'm going to get Robles in here this month. This month before I jet back out because I'm jetting back out pretty soon. But before Fury Wilder, I will get you guys I'm going to get you guys 2 interviews, okay? One with Michael Hunter and the other one with Manny Robles, and it's going to happen in due time. Quan is 85-inch from fingertips to fingertips wingspan. What's your opinion on Daniel Dubois? Mark, Daniel Dubois is in a better position than Joe Joyce. It's almost like Joe Joyce knocked him or stopped him rather, or he quit or whatever, and then he didn't get his just due. I wish you could do an interview with Mark Breland. Yeah, man, I wish so too. I did one with Anthony Breland, but then his son wanted him to come on the show, but he got busy, training down in Houston. So that's what happened with that, and I don't have the connection with him. I just know his son. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Jogba has 85-inch arms. Think about this too. If the Tyson Fury Wilder fight didn't happen, that means the Frank Sanchez Jogba fight wouldn't have happened. That's the bad part about it. You know what I mean? Because the undercard is screwed right with the main event at that point, right? Well, we appreciate all that you do on this channel. I enjoy the live streams and the Q&A. Hollow Art, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Let's get those likes up. I appreciate the love, the donations, the like button. Let's keep them going. Effie has 0% accuracy. Frank versus Effie. That's my fight I want to look at. That's my baby. I want to see those guys. Okay, damn, his phone is off. Okay. All right, well. But I mean, it's all good. I'm trying to see, and I want to really be sure that the fight is, keep it real, baby. No old Darby kind of punch to you. Is the fight postponed and I'm just joining in? First round chart. The fight is not postponed. Okay, it's just been updated. It is not postponed. We got 300 likes. Let's go for 400. Yeah, big. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Frank Sanchez is Luis Ortiz's son. Tú eres mi hijo. Tú eres un campeón conmigo. Como yo. Luchando muy bien como yo. Frank, dime. Frank, dime algo. Dime algo, Frank. Kurt, how do you contact you to get my 168-pound Lionel Thompson interview? Wait a minute, Kurt, how do I contact you to get my guy 168 contender Lionel Thompson an interview? Fight news. Inbox me on Instagram. We can set it up. Inbox me on Instagram. Kurt, is Gervonta Tank Davis the hardest pound-for-pound puncher? No. He is not. He's a good puncher, but he's not. Because you have guys. See, he's went to another weight class. Nikki Blue Eyes, good evening. Kurt, is the fight on or off? The fight is on, Nikki. It hasn't changed. There has been an outbreak, though. But Tyson Fury is not a part of that. Is on his team. They haven't postponed anything. They jumped the gun. And when they jumped the gun, everybody went ballistic. They said Tyson Fury was cheating. He was scared. He had to filter off something because he was cheating the first, all that stuff. See, all that stuff started. You see what happens when people hear that fights are not going to happen, when when they hear that action won't take place? They start making up everything else with the palabras, with the talk, with the words, right? What's up, Kurt? Good to see you, bro. Kingdom Warrior, good to see you. What's your IG? DeVille Kurt. DeVille Kurt. Love from across the pond. Tony McGold, kind of punch to you. ¿Qué pedo, Kurt? Habla español, ¿sí? Al revés. Si se puedo. Kurt, try and get Wilder on. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see. Pew, thanks for confirming from the UK. Great show, by the way. Kamel, 73. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Save Kurt. Hope you're good. Esmista. I am good, man. Appreciate you. Little Bullet. Coronavirus is bouncing up and down in the UK. You don't know where it starts to believe. We need a boxing game. Yeah, we do. You know what, man? I was thinking of this. All right. Speaking of boxing games, I don't know about all the other stuff, but I know we had an awesome game on PlayStation 3, and it was Fight Night Champions. Okay, why don't they just revamp Fight Night Champions like they did like The Last of Us Part 1? The Last of Us Part 1 was a PlayStation 3 game, but they moved it over to PlayStation 4 and increased the graphics. They could do the same thing to Fight Night Champion. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? Yeah, that ESBC. What do you guys think about that? Kurt, how you doing, bro? Ons boy, I'm doing good, man. Best game ever. Melvin, all they have to do is if I had the money, I would get them to do that. Mercy, Grace. Do you think we will see an undisputed after this? No, I don't. Kurt, will Lomachenko get a chance to avenge against Lomachenko? I think so. Now, I do think that because I think what happens, they're starting to come to the senses about that. They're getting the money that they deserve from ESPN, and that is that. So even if they lose at this point, they're still getting paid, and I think that's what people are worried about. You know, but I mean, they're prize fighters. So what do you want? The new game coming in September. I hope it's Boss because see, the thing is, love your prediction, mate. Would be crazy if it came true and possibly heartbreaking if we had to see it a fourth time. I mean, it could happen. I mean, you wouldn't have to see it a fourth time though. That's the thing about it. Because I mean, if it goes like my prediction, you wouldn't see a four. And if you did see a four, that means that Tyson Fury is just taking that fight because he knows, okay, well, this is an easier fight. This is a familiar fighter. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't. So there you go. Bars. EA aren't interested in boxing. No, not anymore. I guess not. I guess they're making enough from USC. As a Brit, I'm praying undisputed will happen. I bet. You better pray Joshua knocks out Usyk. And then Tyson Fury runs over Deontay Wilder's train. Because, he has a train, and he's going to run over that truck. Well, Tyson Fury has a truck, and he wants to run over that train. So we'll see. My bro, just a thought. I don't mind who wins, but if Wilder wins, the belt could be gone for years and contested by cab bums. Well, he can't stay around too much longer because he'll be 36 this year. He said he wants to fight another 5 years. We'll see how far that goes. UFC sucks compared to boxing. I'm with you. Have you ever seen Usyk sparring two boxers at once in the camp? I did see that. I put it on one of the videos. Blue Balls is the best for the IMDb. LDBC forever. Frank Sherler, I think he's probably the best. He's not obnoxious. A lot of them are a percentage obnoxious, though. Be real. But I think he's like the best one. Because you don't see him going into the other stuff, like all that shit. You don't see him doing a Deontay and then, an Aki and all that shit. Exactly. That's who Fury needs to win, saying that doesn't sound like he really wants to fight AJ, neither if AJ beats Usyk, that is. Just fight the winner of Usyk and Anthony. He doesn't want to do that. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the fight is postponed between Wilder and Fury. Jack, no, it is not postponed. Not postponed. Not postponed, people. Not postponed. Not postponed, people. Not postponed. It's still happening. Yeah, he's teaching his flock. Charlie Torre. He's definitely teaching his flock. Listen. Anthony Joshua didn't want that fight. Eddie Hearn didn't want that fight for Anthony Joshua. That being said, Deontay Wilder is the best fighter in the world and the highest paid and the most sought after. That being said, Anthony Joshua, they're still going to make excuses. Kurt, thoughts on Gary Russell at 140 with big names? I think he should do it. He wants to fight everybody else. I know you a little bitch, Slim. I know you a little bitch. I knew you were a little bitch, Slim. I knew you was. So let him get in there with those guys. Let him get in there with Prograis. Let him get in there with Adrian Broner. Let him get in there with Devin Haney. Let him get in there with somebody. A Muck PvP Wilder with a chip on his shoulder might be beneficial. It might be. But we'll see. Top Rank said it's not postponed. See, I'm just telling you now. Now that's what I'm saying. See, now people are starting to understand. I've been on here an hour with everyone, letting everyone know, telling on everyone that will listen, like, hey, this is what it is. Okay? It's not postponed. We need to chill. That's awesome. Okay. That's an awesome thing. Okay. I'm glad to have you guys on here. I just wanted to stop to tell everybody what's up. The fight has not been postponed. Have you ever heard of a force? I don't know what that is. So obviously not. Carn O'Connor. No, I haven't. I thought Fury changed it to avoid White as he named just mentioned. Wilder going to get embarrassed again. Go watch the video of non-cheaters never seen a glove look like that other than the cheaters. Boxing Kingdom best channel. Simon H. Counterpunch to you. Counterpunch, is Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis still fighting in September? Whatever happened to Holyfield? No, I don't think so. He's actually calling out Riddick Bowe. I'm like, what? Riddick Bowe? Dude, Riddick Bowe's 400 pounds. Mm. He hasn't had good years after boxing. He hasn't. He's ate too much. He looks like one of those big ass tall uncles. My uncle used to box. you know. Wilder may embarrass the whole LDBC channels. They'll find a way to clean it up, though. They clean up their own mess. I mean, they made it out. They helped make that shit after all. Nobody told you to, talk all that with Wilder. You should have let Wilder say that himself. But that's what they do. Great show. Always checked in, but never on a live one. Excellent channel. I'm English, but I'm live in Barcelona. Tim Broadbridge. Counterpunch to you, brother. Thank you for coming on. I don't know, Albert, who has it on. I think they're going to keep that confidential on who has COVID, but somebody does. Tyrone Woodley. I'm going to do some videos on him the next couple days because, Floyd's training him. So, we have to see what's going on with him. Ika Barabucci, Anthony Joshua, who you got? Ika Barabucci. Ika Barabucci. It'll be a good fight, though, but I think he'll take Joshua. Just fundamentals. Just fundamentals because, see, a guy like Ika Barabucci, he knows how to fight and he knows how to defend. He has a perfect blend of offense versus defense, and he's a live dog. I don't know, but I think I would go off the top of my head Ika Barabucci. I'm old school like that. Okay, Jalal, AJ. Okay, well you asked me. I'm good. I'm glad you go for AJ. I'll go for Barabucci. But guys, it's been fun. I gotta jump out of here. I gotta run. I got a lot of things to do. But we will catch you guys later on. But for everyone that is listening right now, the fight has not been postponed. And there have been some people that tested positive on Fury's end, giving you guys an update. You guys take care. God bless. And we'll see you on the next one. And you guys have been Counterpunch. Peace.